Britain. It's just gone 6 o'clock. Welcome to the programme. Before we go on, can I just say a huge thank you to all of you who sent such really lovely messages yesterday after we announced the impending birth of my fourth grandchild, a daughter.
Because
James...
Take it from certain angles, so nobody's known it was coming at all.
I know, absolutely. Listen, it was a real...
To pay
no, he hasn't.
for it himself. You know, we know that...
Absolutely right.
Signing a big cheque...
Absolutely.
And hoping it all goes away.
Yeah.
But, you know, Kevin, does it all? You know, is he going to ever be able to have any return to public life after this?
No.
The ability as part of this settlement,
but what doesn't...
And he's always denied
But what can... It can't be...
It is, because, you know, there's it's going to her charitable foundation,
Well,
isn't
only
it?
2 million of it.
Let's, you know, draw back a little bit. Let's not...
He'll claim he won.
We've got to take action, because we're allowing Russian influence by allowing this money to come in.
And Truss said exactly the same thing.
It was so lovely and so nice to have news to be able to celebrate. You know, she does a lot on Instagram, doesn't she?
Yeah. Well, I nearly gave it away. She was, when she was about 2 and she was doing a podcast, I didn't know, and I walked in, and she said, Dad, I'm just doing something here, and I didn't know that we were live, so everybody picked up on it and thought, oh, is she pregnant?
Something's going on.
Really busy show yesterday. We had so much to do. I want to say one thing very quickly at the top here. I tried to pose a question in one of our early discussions on the programme about how prolific online death threats are. I didn't actually quite address it properly. I didn't go into it enough. I just want to reiterate the obvious statement that death threats clearly are never acceptable. One thing that we couldn't see coming, of course, was the Prince Andrew story.
I know, and listen, it is all across the papers this morning, and, you know, there are lots of speculation about how much this settlement is. Some reports are saying £7.5 million. The Telegraph today is saying it's £12 million, this settlement.
That seems to be the commonly agreed figure now, 12 million
But
quid.
it's an awful lot of money, and the big question is, who's going to pay for this? Because has Prince Andrew got the money? The sale of his Swiss ski chalet is going ahead, but there's a lot of speculation he's going to have to rely on the Queen.
They're going to draw their own conclusions. I mean, why would you give £12 million to the charity of somebody you say you've never met? You're sure that the photograph isn't real and you've never met this person. Oh, and by the way, here's 12 million quid.
Very clear throughout the show this morning. Do get in touch with your thoughts. It is our main news that Prince Andrew is said to be planning a return to public life after reportedly paying more than £10 million to settle the sexual abuse case against him.
Well, the Queen and Prince Charles are said to have ordered Andrew to reach this out-of-court deal with Virginia Giuffre, who claimed that she was forced to have sex with the Duke of York when she was 17 years old, which, of course, in America is underage. Nick Dixon is in Windsor.
Yes, lots of reaction to that this morning. It is our top story. We'll be discussing it further with the Mail's Andrew Pearce and the Mirror's Kevin Maguire and our North America correspondent, Noel Phillips. He's been following that story closely, so more from them very shortly. But first, here's Sean.
Later.
Now, let's find out what's happening with the weather, because it seems storms are on the way. Alex is in Richmond with all the details. Definitely. Thanks very much to Alex. Now, still to come on Good Morning Britain, COVID jabs.
Viewers' messages this morning, it's all pouring in. Pete on Twitter, he should never be allowed back in the public eye. John on Twitter, he's brought shame on the royal family. He needs to go and hide in a hole and let the country get on with celebrating the Queen's Jubilee. And Mike on Twitter, this is a very, very common observation this morning. He should have faced a trial like he said he would. Who would pay £12 million to somebody they claim they've never met? I think the man's a coward.
99% of civil cases in the US are settled before they reach trial.
That's true.
So it's not unusual for this situation to happen. But we're going to be speaking to Gloria Allred, and she's a lawyer who represented Epstein victims. So she'll be able to put it in context for us, what this means, what it says.
Yes. Weeks ago, I want my day in court. A few weeks later, here's...
Lots of questions to be answered this morning, so do stay with us.
OK, but now let's get the news, the travel and the weather wherever you're watching.
See you shortly.